All right, good day to you and everybody listening to me right now. You are welcome to the Npra Insights podcast. And on this podcast, what we talk about is the role of Npra in pension scheme and their benefits and a whole lot of important questions too that the normal Ghanaian want to know. So you are joined with me. I'm your host Michael Obin, and I'm here with
Frank Anderson.
Mr. Frank Anderson. Mr. Frank Anderson, thank you for joining us today on this episode. Please, our first question that we want to know, or the normal Ghanaian would like to know, is what does the NPRA stand for?
NPRA stands for National Pensions Regulatory Authority, in short. You can also call it the authority.
Okay. So, I would like to know, what is the main purpose of NPRA?
The purpose of NPRA is to regulate pensions in Ghana, to oversee the administration of the three-tier pension scheme. So we are in charge of regulating and supervising the three-tier pension scheme.
Okay. So to my understanding, NPRA spearhead all the three-tier pension scheme. That's okay. I would like to know, what is the main role of NPRA in pension scheme, because that is the main thing that we would like to understand on this episode.
Yes, just as I said earlier, our main role is to regulate and supervise the administration of the three-tier pension scheme in Ghana. So we regulate SNET, we regulate the private company that are managing the tier 2 and then tier 3. We license them. Okay, we also license other companies that are involved in pension scheme. Like, for instance, we register pension fund managers, we register pension fund custodians who are also involved in the pensions administration, but we license trustees.
Okay, so that is supposed to, in a way, mean like is the functions of the NPRA, right?
Yes. We have about 18 functions.
Please, can you abreast us with at least 6 or 7 of the functions?
We educate. We are mandated to educate. We are mandated to oversee the implementation of the BNSS, that is SNET. We also mandated to set standard and guidelines for the private companies that are involved in pension schemes. We are also mandated to, or have a function to, receive and resolve complaints. Okay, people have complaints about their pension, their employers are not paying and all that. You approach NPRA, will help you resolve it. We also have the mandate to advise government on pension-related issues, the welfare of Ghanaians on pension-related issues. There are so many, about 18 of them. So these are some of them.
Okay. Thank you very much. With the as you stated that you take in complaints.
Yeah.
I would like to know how reliable is NPRA to its clients in the form of taking complaints, in the form of giving them feedback. Is there any challenges? Is it effective enough?
Yes, it's effective. I mean, we receive complaints and we have timelines in resolution of the complaints. So if it's something that you can resolve within a day, resolve it within a day. If it's something that we need further investigation, of course, we need more time to do the investigation in order to get the bottom of it. So it depends on the kind of complaints that it is. If it is complaints on non-payment, the employer defaulting, that one can drag even more than 1 year.
Okay.
Because it can go to court, and then when you know the case at court, you have to have patience. So it can drag for even more than 1 year. But there are some that within a week, even a day, you resolve it, and then so it depends on the case. It's case by case basis.
Okay. So I would like to know, what are some of the ways that people use to make complaints to Senate? Are they supposed to walk into Senate? Are they supposed to send them email? Are they supposed to go to their fact at their social handles to make a complaint, or what alternative to NPRA have?
Well, when you want to complain, I mean, we have so many avenues that you can complain, or you can want to make an inquiry, or want to make. We have avenues that you can do that. You can do that through a phone call.
Yeah.
You can do that by a written formal letter. You can do that through an email. You can do that through our system. We have a new system that we call it RBS.
RBS.
Yes, so we have a system in there. You just go online, you just key in whatever complaints you have, and add whatever document that you have to support your complaint, and we take it from there.
Okay. Please, what's the meaning of the RBS? Because we would like to know.
RBS is a risk-based supervision system.
Risk-based supervision system.
Yes, RBS in short. It's a system that we use to managing pensions and any other financial product.
Oh, okay. So it's not only directed to pensions.
No, it's not only pensions. You can use it in other fields. You can use it in the banks. You can use it in insurance companies. You can use it in pensions as well.
So if you are listening to me right now, you have to know that RBA is there. It's not only directed to pensions, as Mr. Frank said. It's also to banking services and other stuff. Please, Mr. Frank, I would like to also know that are there issues faced by NPRA in the process of in pension schemes?
Of course, in there's no institution that doesn't face challenges. Every institution has its own challenges. There's a challenge when it comes to financing.
Okay.
I mean, some of the activities need a lot of money to do, especially when you want to educate. It costs a lot to educate, especially with the informal sector workers. It costs a lot because of the mindset that pensions are for the formal sector. They are not interested. They are not part of a pension scheme. We have to do a lot of education, a lot of sensitization to bring their mind to the fact that pensions is for everyone. So it costs money. The funds to do a lot of education is not there. So the ones that we can do, that we do. And we are also fairly new. When you need to be in every part of the country. We are yet to get to every part of the country. So there are some parts of the country that we are not there, but we are making effort to go there. It all boils down to resources, the financial resources to do that.
Okay, so please highlighting on the problems or the issue that's faced by NPRA in pension scheme. You talked about financing. I would like to know how is the NPRA able to get finance to finance some of these issues?
We have we charge. There's a fee component on the pensions that we supervise. So there's a little fees that is charged on the contributions that is received, and we also have renewal of licensing by the trustees and then the other service providers. So they also give us some money when they are coming for licensing or renewals. And so that's where we get money. Of course, we also get money from donations. Some international organizations donate to NPRA in supporting our activities.
Okay, thank you. So I would like to know how reliable is NPR? Okay, I've asked that question. The next question is, how is NPRA able to work with public and private scheme? I know it works with the 3 tier, that's the private and the public. So how is it the cohesiveness, the efficiency? How are they able to work together?
Well, we work with them. We operate what we call an open door. We engage them often. We don't just get up and then put out a notice or put out a directive or put up a guideline without engaging them. Okay, we do a lot of engagement with the stakeholders, with the service providers to also accept or buy into what we want to do before we roll it out. Okay. So we just don't do things we don't just put things on their neck just like that. We engage them for them to understand and appreciate the essence of whatever we want to do before it is rolled out. So there's a good relationship with all the service providers, with SNIT and with the private trustees.
Okay, thank you on this one. And my next question is how
should be finishing.
Yeah, I'm almost done. What does NPRA do if employees do not register their employers? What do they do to these people? If an employer has not registered his employees, and we get to know, and we will sanction them.
So first of all, it is mandatory for payment of tier 1 and tier 2. So immediately you set up a company, and then you will have employees. You have to pay their pension contributions. If you don't pay, and we get to know, we'll sanction you. Yeah, the sanction comes with penalties. You paying the contributions and plus penalties.
How much are we looking at in terms of such situation? The penalty payment.
Penalty payment is 3%. 3% on the amount that the employer is supposed to pay.
My last but not least is, how visible is NPRA to employees in pension scheme? How visible it is?
Yeah, we are. We are trying to be visible. We are trying. We are not everywhere in this country. We are trying to be. Currently, we are at. We are in Kumasi. We are in Sunyani. We are in Takoradi. We are in Cape Coast. We are in Tamale. Yes. So we are in Koforidua. We are in Tema. So we are pretty much visible, but we have to do more.
Yeah.
So we will do more. We'll go all around the country, especially the very remote, the new ones, the new regions that you've set. Yes, we'll go there, set up offices, and then we'll carry it from there. So we are trying to create the visibility that is needed for the message to be everywhere.
Okay. So my last question is, what is personal pension scheme and its relation with NPRA?
The personal pension scheme is also a type of pension scheme that is part of the 3-tier pension scheme. It's a voluntary scheme that is designed for those in the informal sector. So if we are in the informal sector, you want to join a pension scheme, you can join the personal pension scheme. Okay, and then you contribute, just like those with the formal sector who are having SNIT and a tier 2. You can also join the personal pension scheme if you are in the informal sector. Okay. You can join it and then contribute, and you get your monthly pension. You get your monthly pension.
Okay. So I think this will bring me to the end of my interactions with you. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
It was very, very educative, and I know the normal Ghanaian is going to pick a lot from this.
Sure.
We would like to thank our viewers too for listening to us, or our listeners, for your time and everything. See you on the next episode on the NPRA Inside Podcast. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.